Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bridget Oladipo. On this channel I film about faith, marriage and lifestyle. Thank you for tuning in. I film from UAE, and for my returning subscribers, thank you for tuning in. You guys are so amazing. I cannot keep telling you enough how grateful I am for being part of this family, for being part of my journey on YouTube. Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for viewing the videos. May the Lord bless you. Yeah, I know I've been inconsistent lately about my uploads. Usually before now I upload twice a week, and recently it's even difficult to upload once a week because of, this year I added one or two hustles to what I'm already doing, and it's kind of demanding sort of, but I know with time I'm going to settle in and be more organized, and I'm going to become more consistent in doing it. So please pardon me. If you're yet to subscribe, now, please do all the good stuffs. Like, comment and subscribe. Okay. I'm in a very good vibe today to, as usual, talk about love, talk about relationship, talk about marriage. Love is a beautiful thing. I love love. I love sharing about love. I love sharing my experiences about marriage, and that is why we are here. So as you can already tell by today's title, I'm sharing tips on how to have a successful, healthy and happy marriage or relationship, as the case may be. Relationship leads to marriage, and marriage can be sustained with these tips. So without wasting much time, let's get right into the video. Welcome back. So by God's grace, I've been married for it's my 12th year. To God be the glory. And it's been a beautiful journey of learning, unlearning, relearning, as I always say. And by God's grace, I think I can share some few tips of what has helped us, what has helped me to come this far, to be happy in my relationship. So in no particular order, I'm going to be sharing my tips, and I'm not going to dwell so much in explaining and over explaining it, because some of them are self-explanatory, and some I will just dig into it in bits, because I don't want this video to be too long. First on my list is communication. In as much as I said is in no particular order, for me I think this should be the top actually on the list. There is no relationship when there is no communication. Even in the platonic relationship of your boyfriend to boyfriend, girlfriend to girlfriend, if there is no open, honest communication, I don't think there is any friendship there. I don't think there's any relationship there. So relationship is very key in having a successful, healthy and a happy relationship. When I mean communication, I mean a very open, honest one. Talking about everything, everything will help to let both parties know themselves more. There is no mind reader of a person. Everybody gets to know you, gets to understand you when you open up as to your likes, your dislikes, your do's, your don'ts, and that is how you get to know each other. So for us to have a healthy and a successful marriage, there must be open, honest communication. I remember when I just got married, and I just used to feel, okay, my husband should just read my body language. Sometimes I know if I'm not happy, I know if I'm upset, he should come and ask me. And for a long time we were having issues, because I would just keep mute to myself, and maybe he has just searched himself, and to him he has done nothing wrong. So you're like, okay, if that's how you want it, let me let you be for some times. And it really gets me more upset than that. Can't you see that I'm not happy? Can't you see that I'm not talking to him? Can't you come and ask me why I'm not talking to him? And over time I got to learn how to express myself, tell him, what you did, I don't like it, this is why I don't like it. And he also opened up as the things he likes, the things he don't like. And as the weeks goes into months into years, we got to understand each other more and more, and our relationship just keeps getting better and better. So communication is very key in having a successful and a healthy, happy relationship. Is compromise. What do I mean by compromise? For anyone, for couples, for partners to have a successful relationship, there must be a bit of compromise here and there. That is because, even the Bible says it, that can two work together except they agree. I remember when we just got married, this is a very funny example that I like to share every time I talk to maybe young people or anyone. When we just got married, toothpaste that we use in brushing our teeth, I love it being pressed from the bottom, not in the middle, because I want it to finish. I don't know if you understand. And for him, it's just okay for you to just press it how you want it and just brush your teeth and go. And that used to upset me a lot, that can't you just press from the bottom instead of the middle, and he doesn't just see anything wrong why you have to go through that, and that used to cause a lot of issues then when we just in the early years of our marriage. Over time, I have to compromise that standard of mine a little for us to be happy, because if he presses in the middle and I want to brush, I press it from the bottom, adjust it, and life just goes on. I don't have to complain about every little thing, right? So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that at one point there must be a little bit of compromise here and there. Compromise a little here, he compromise a little there, and you people come to an equal level of equilibrium for you to move forward. And that is just normal in relationship. He has had to compromise on expectation for me, knowing that, okay, this is how I am, this is what works for me, and I have to also compromise some expectation. Hey man, I'm not saying that you should compromise the things that are of utmost importance for the help of a healthy relationship that you're building, but when it comes to your expectation, when it comes to the things you argue and quarrel about, there must be a bit of compromise. We both need an alone time sometimes. There is no fuss about because we are now in a relationship or because we are now married, we have to be everywhere together every time, every time 24/7. There is no wrong in having alone time. It just kind of helps both parties to unwind and even miss each other more. I am this very mushy Atachi kind of lady that wants to be with a man 24/7, twinning with him and everywhere. But I've come to realize that there are some times that he just wants to be by himself. He wants to maybe be on his phone, maybe be on his system, doing one or two things, visit some friends on his own. And at such time, I'm like, why doesn't he want to be with me? Why doesn't he want me to? And I'm always upset then. But I later realized that being alone sometimes, taking some time out to be by yourself is not a problem at all. Rather, it is healthy for both parties. He's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, and whenever we are done, we'll come back together again. We miss each other for the times we are apart, and everyone is happy. So alone time is healthy for a healthy, successful, and a happy relationship. Number 4 on my list is that have fun, just be each other's friends. When the romantic thingy is not going on, when the kissing, the hugging, and the sex thing is not going on in the relationship, the friendship is just what sustains our togetherness. When we are not doing daddy and mommy, we are not doing husband and wife, we are doing friends. We just gist, we laugh, we watch movie, and just be each other's friend. Have a lot of fun together. Be each other's friends. Number 5 on my list is to learn and know and understand each other's love language. Love language is nothing new. Everybody knows about it. There are times that he is showing me love the way he thinks I should receive love, and I am not even feeling it. I don't even know what he's doing, because to me, that is not how I receive love. And it's vice versa too. There are ways that I show him love that I think he will appreciate. I know that I'm really showing that I love him, and he doesn't see it as if I'm doing anything. For instance, he is the one, I am of word of affirmation. I like to hear you love me. I love to hear you look beautiful. Acknowledge and appreciate the little things I do. I reorganize the house. I put in new decoration. I need you to sit and say, wow, it's beautiful. How did you do that? That is for me. But for him, it's the act of service. Help him out in one or two things and all of that. And I just thought, okay, whenever whenever he's wearing new thing, I'm like, oh, your shirt is so nice, you look so handsome, I'm happy I married you. And he's like, okay, but he's not really appreciating it all, like when he needs to travel and I help him pack his things, when he's when he needs to get things done, I'm there for him. To him, that is how he understands love, and that is how he appreciates it. For a long time, it took a while for me to understand his love language, speak his love language. And whenever you do that for him, you see how he gets up, he's so happy like that. He keeps saying, oh, thank you, love, thank you, love. I'm like, I didn't do anything special. But when I do the things that I thought he should find it special and really appreciate it, he's just like, okay. So for you to have a healthy and a successful, happy relationship, you need to understand each other's love language and speak the language that they understand in love. Number 6 on my list is that you should be vulnerable to your partner. And I'm saying be vulnerable to your partner is intimacy comes by you just letting your guard loose. I had an experience at work this week, and I came back. It wasn't a good experience. I could as well just keep it to myself. He doesn't need to know because I started it out at work, but it's something that was dear to my heart. And when I shared it with him, he was like, oops, it's just a thing of self-control. You should have controlled yourself more and everything. I love to be the very, very strong girl, the perfect girl and all of that. But with him, I love to also let him see my mistakes and see that sometimes I make these mistakes and I bring two people's knitting together that just makes both of you unique with yourself, that is not common with every other person you have a relationship with. Number 7 on my list is to be willing to accept correction and criticism. There are healthy and unhealthy criticism, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to you and your partner, I'm talking about the healthy one. Learn to accept correction. There are some people that they feel no, don't talk to me like that, correction. But over time he has come to understand that whatever it is not to bring him down or something. It is out of love for the betterment of, for his improvement and for his better self. His better self. Yeah, that's the word, for his better self. So when I criticize, I'm not criticizing him to bring him down. I'm criticizing him for him to get better at what he does, better at who he is and all. So healthy criticism and correction is good. At least it is okay to grow together. In as much as most time we want to get things fixed up and set up before we go into relationship, it is also okay for both partners to grow together, growing together spiritually, financially, academically, every it's okay to grow together. When I got married, I think I was in my final year. I've not written my final exam when I got married. He was already done with schooling and he was working when we got married. It was just after my marriage I went for my NYC. NYC is a 1-year program you do after university for those that are not Nigerians. It was in marriage that I did my NYC, that I got my first job, So I practically grew with him. Maybe he has gotten to some level of maturity before I met him, but we grew together. And today when he looks back at where we started from, the relationship even started before I got into the university, Looking back now, when we look at some pictures sometimes, we just laugh at how far we've come, how far we've grown together. Sometimes so it is okay to grow together. It is okay to build from the scratch together. If there is understanding, if both of you are working towards a common goal. I usually say that relationship cannot be a one-sided thing. If you're going into a relationship, be sure the person you are going into it with is on the same pace, the same page with you. If you find that person that you think, okay, I think we're on the same page, then you can build together from the very scratch. It is even what makes it more exciting. The little wins that become the big wins is what makes that relationship more intimate and grow happy and healthy. Number 9 on my list is for you to know that you both are a team and not enemies. These points should always be on your mind for the time that there is disagreement, for the time there is quarrel, these little quarrels here and there. Know that you are a team, you are not an enemy. Fight the problem, not each other. Fight the problem, not each other. When we were young in marriage, I used to think, when we are at that heat of disagreement, of argument, the brain just chills from we are a team too. No, I don't think you are for me. Like really, like now, I'm not sure we are in this together. I need to start fighting for myself and all. But that is never the issue. It is just that heat of that emotion you are in at that time that is making you think like that. So whenever you are in the heat of disagreement, of argument, of quarrels, know that you are a team. You should fight what the problem is. Where is that disagreement and misunderstanding coming from? Know when to communicate to each other for you to come to the point of understanding. Tackle the problem, not fight each other. Fight the problem, don't fight each other. Because I think why people grow apart sometimes that they let their emotion get the better part of them and they start to fight each other as if they are enemies. Fight the problem, don't fight one another. Always remember that we are on the same team. We are on the same team. And finally, on my list number 10 is pray together. When I was growing up, I was told that the couple that prays together stays together. And I believe that so much because it's working so well for us in our relationship. Pray, 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 pray. Pray when the going is good, pray when the going is bad. The foundation and the manual of marriage or relationship is by God, and it's only God that gives the direction, because God knows each and every one of us by our names, and He knows our hearts. He knows how to fix that problem that we don't understand. Like I said, sometimes it is even our emotion that is getting the better part of us, and when you take it to God in prayer, the Holy Spirit has a way of, rebuking you if He has to, touching the heart of your partner if it's your partner that needs to be touched, and before you know, that problem that seems so big will just become so minute and small, and you guys will resolve it and get going again. So here are my 10 tips to a happy, successful and healthy relationship. I hope you'll be able to make sense on one or two of the tips, if not all. I hope you'll be able to relate or relate is the word. Relate to one or two of the tips. Share with me in the comment section which do you agree with, which do you disagree with. What are the other tips you think are good for a healthy, successful and a happy relationship? I'll be more than delighted to read your comments and to respond to each and every one of them. Thank you for staying with me this long on this video. Till I see you in the next video, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. Please do all the good stuff to this channel. Let's keep going to the top. Till I see you in my next video. Stay blessed, stay safe. Bye. Patient, guys. This Tolu of a girl. For us to have an understanding and agree at some